Well, that's a good coat.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yes, what? 7 extra damage?
Pretty much a bonus to everything.
Yeah,
With the exception of luck.
Crazy good. Okay, so we still have a couple of things left to do.
Obviously, that one room at the tippy top of the tower.
Grab that. Oh, there's 2 bosses in that area. It's random which ones you get. Oh, so we should do that again.
But if you get the Raven Lord again?
Okay.
You're zapping them.
Well, yeah, they're weak to lightning. Or not lightning, plasma. Which more or less makes me super strong in this area. Because pretty much any enemy that I could run into, I just hit them with a homing shot, and they just die. Oh yeah, I should try the new orb. This is true. Radiant orb, switch that with the nether orb. Oh, which means we actually have new amulets and abilities and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is... Well, it does a ton of damage. Which side is it on? It's on this side. Okay.
I think I'm just gonna follow you for a bit. You're really fast and really powerful.
That's fine. You are most helpful in boss fights and the like. Less so in when I'm out in the world, when all the enemies are, well, die in seconds anyway.
Okay, now you can jump.
Yep.
Whoa, whoa.
Another
oh.
Kickstarter room. Secret busts. Actually, this might be the dev team. This is probably the dev team.
Oh, okay.
Princess dress. Unfortunately, it's worse. It's not actually that much worse, but it is worse. This is probably something I, would have done before. Let's take a look at these busts for a little bit. They're cute. I like them.
Okay.
Okay, so is that it? 99%. No!
What could it be?
What room could I have possibly missed in all of this?
I don't see.
I don't like this feeling. I feel like when you hit 99%, it should be like, hey, Dingnut, this is the room you missed. I don't like it when games do this. I'd rather that not give me the percentage.
Oh, wait a minute.
And I not know.
Oh no, I'm thinking of an area that was in the purple map. Wait, zoom in.
I can't.
What are those 2 rooms on the right?
Nothing. There's nothing in there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. What I have is a completed map in front of me.
Whoa, wait, look at that. Look at that. Never mind. That was a drop down.
Oh, I might as well remove this marker. Because we don't need it here anymore. Bottom right. Yeah, these rooms are empty. This is not actually... Yeah, so what I'm looking for is a secret room somewhere that I've somehow missed. Found it.
Really?
Yep.
Well,
it's right here. Well, we should have a warp stone.
Oh, and take us there.
Warp shard! Okay, so where's... I marked it.
Yeah, you did mark it. Can you look at your map without using...
it's right there. No, it's just weird that markers aren't,
visible in the warp map.
Not a big deal. But yeah, this is actually one that we probably should have gotten when I was doing my big backtrack spree. The one thing I don't like about the Plasma Orb is it does not catch, close range stuff. It's right there.
Oh.
Max stand up. That mechanic I should probably use more. Okay.
Now, is this it? 100% this realm?
Yeah, this world, this map, hundo percento.
Ooh, okay. What does that mean for Lachiem? The future.
We have, in the present, we
97.
have this room.
Oh, that
which
right
I can
there.
get into, and whatever was up over here on the right. Which, both of those are pretty easy to get to. Just go here. Remember, I can just fly straight up.
Yep. Those will let you lead the way. You're so fast at this point.
I'm sorry.
Little fairy can't keep up.
Nope. I feel bad that, like, co-op in this is straight up, like, not helpful sometimes. Hey, that is helpful. Or not co-op, me being, me with all of my, like, movement tech and stuff, none of these upgrades ever benefited you. Part of it is because they couldn't have special upgrades, specifically for the familiars because, you know, most people aren't going to play this game co-op. And so they couldn't really, like, plan on giving you anything fancy.
It would have been nice if we just had like a ranged move rather than
yeah,
a melee
if you
slash.
got like some kind of fun upgrade eventually. I'm betting there's nothing in here.
But you're just seeing.
Yeah, well, it definitely puts my mind at ease having a completed map. Awkward. Oh, there's a room up here.
There is.
And these guys have significantly weakened comparatively.
And a chest?
Empress robe. Oh, which we've already been wearing. However, the Eternal coat is substantially better anyway. Oops. I forgot to actually, I kind of wish you could use the dash and the super jump in conjunction. Because it would make my life a lot easier. Okay. Probably no reason to fight these guys. How much? I'm level 59. Wow.
I mean, we don't really have levels associated with many of the enemies, so what does the number really mean?
Kinda nothing. Like, it is really just a meaningless statistic. It's just like, I don't know. I've just been actually really pleased with how fast you level in this game. Like, it feels like you're constantly gaining levels. It never really feels like it slows down for any reason.
Is this the room you need to blast off on?
Yeah,
Well, in-
this is the room I need to go up.
Whew.
There we go. And we are
A
here.
memory.
The last of the mother's memory.
Her story. The circle of elders is very quiet. I just told them that Lunais' father is the Lachiem Empire, the man responsible for so many of our woes. This is a disaster. He will redouble his efforts to find us, Clan Mother Undar says. I know, I reply, full of shame and fear. We must act quickly. We must set our plan in motion. Lunais' birthday celebration, her officially becoming a time messenger, is tonight. Oh, sorry, that should all have been in the Thea's voice. Thea says, but I fear she's not ready. Send me with her, I say. What? The clan mother shakes her head. Two have never gone through this time spinner together before. We should try. If I go, I will never have existed, and so the Emperor will have no one to hate. But if I ever existed, Lunais will never have been born, and we need her. If we go together, perhaps we will both survive together, and we can stop Nuvius and the Lachiemi. It is a huge risk, Thea says. But it must be done, Undar replies. We have little choice, and any more, we must try. I nod. Thank you, Clan Mother. But let Lunais have her celebration. She has worked so hard for this.
This is the old woman I bet.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is the old woman again?
Yeah.
But let Lunais have her celebration. She has worked so hard for this. After the procession to the Timespinner, you can tell her our plans. I nod again. Very well.
Okay. So that's the last of the memories.
But obviously
We still don't have all the downloads.
that wasn't how everything went to plan, though.
Beat the game on nightmare mode. Eek. Don't think I'm doing that. Okay, so is that... Alright. I'm missing a secret here as well. Oh. I know where it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually... we were just there. And it's so easy to traverse now. Especially because I'm ridiculously powerful. I should probably... Wow. 300 damage. And we're level 60.
Wow.
I straight up was not expecting to get up to level 60 here. It just feels like a high number. Maybe it's Pokemon, maybe it's other games, I don't know. But, like, stuff like level 50 and 60 casually without, like, trying to grind ever. Just feels like nonsense numbers that you shouldn't normally be able to reach. I'm just gonna fight through these guys. It's so much faster to just clobberknot through them.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there's another secret area George told me about. I'm sorry, I don't actually, I'm tired enough that I'm not actually reading chat very well.
Yep, at this point, it's just focusing on finally uncovering the last secrets and unlocking the final endings.
I got tunnel vision pretty bad. Okay, yeah, it's right here. Is it not? It might actually be up above.
Well, it looks pretty enclosed to me.
Let's grab the Oculus ring. No, it's not here, which means it must be up here. That's dirty. Wow. Holy crap. That made short work of him.
Below? How do you reach that? Unless you jump off the side.
It's really easy. We just need the radiant orb.
Wait, radiant?
Yep. That's the light orb.
You got a crown?
Yeah. Okay, so let's switch back to the nether orb. I should probably get these to work. Okay, anyway, so now that's 100% on this map as well. Use items. We want to do Warp Shard again, because we're pretty much not going to need the Warp Shard after this point. Because we're done with this area.
How about the Dream Realm?
Dream Realm was the last one that we actually have to fill out. Okay, so, whoops. Don't actually care what he says. Okay, corruption. And we haven't got any more of these. Okay. So, orbs, nether orb. Corruption. And also, was it this one? Okay, so this should do a ton of damage. Nope. What's this one do? Oh, wow. That's real boring. It probably does a ton of damage, but it is not exciting looking. This is light wall. Wait, did you heal me?
No.
Oh, weird. I, like, healed for 27. I'm not sure why.
Well, that wasn't my doing.
Strange. What does...
Unless I'm not currently in...
I don't know.
Playing. I'm not currently playing.
Okay. So yeah, we're done with the past, we're done with the present. We still have this area, so let's get some adventuring done. So we're almost done, Shell.
I know, I'm yawning up a storm. I'm so sorry.
Because I never went into this room. max sand up. And then we have one more of those, like, randomly generated dungeons. If we wanted to do it, because there's another boss that we can fight in there. Oh, this is where the portal was. Or something.
The way to the inner chamber is blocked. Real clever, Sandman.
Okay. So that's easy. So, at this point, we're at 97%. Let me double check. Am I missing any secrets here? No, actually, it doesn't look like there's...
Well, it looks like there's a room to the left of the red chamber at the very bottom.
Yeah, that's the boss chamber.
Oh.
And I think that's it, actually. So, do we want to do the randomized dungeon? See if we run into the other boss? Or do we just gun for the end?
I don't know.
Let's try it. Let's hope if we get the same boss again, then... I mean, maybe I can do it later or something. It's not that it's very hard. We were pretty much acing it earlier.
That's an awful lot of enemies to fight.
Mostly the Hellebird men. Stop hitting the shield. Not that it even does a whole lot of damage. It's just infuriating. Oh, that's what I want to grab. We don't want the shadow. Sorry. I want the Star of Lachiem. There we go. This gets me 3 orbs to just wail on things with. Thank you, Shao.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. I'm just gonna go for the meteor spare. Actually, orbs. Royal ring? Nah, royal ring's probably fine for this.
This ending, these endings take so much longer
Well,
than the previous ones.
yeah, the previous ones were quick, but
So it makes me wonder if these are, because they are the more difficult, if they're the better endings.
maybe?
I don't know. We'll have to judge which ending we would prefer most.
What the? That's a Kickstarter backer. Ooh, gave elemental beads. That's actually really helpful.
What do the elemental beads do?
+5 levels to any orb I give it to.
Ah.
Which is crazy good if you're, if you want to, like, just bump up your levels like crazy. That's part of the reason why my plasma damage is so high.
Because you kept putting it in.
Yeah, I've pretty much only used this singular, orb.
I mean, having crackling magenta lightning is awesome.
It's great, yeah. Well, it's mainly that it's homing, and
Homing
it's
energy.
long range. If you notice, almost all of the other orbs that we've ever used in this game have been,
Well, so one thing I was wondering is you always leap down into the pits. You never jump across. Are you sure there isn't something on the other side?
Yeah.
It's a flute player.
Oh, yeah, she summons monsters. And she's the one that drops the elemental beads.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Reminds me of that whole
Which is
Pied
great.
Piper.
Okay, do we actually have a... Yep, different boss fight this time.
Yeah.
Gets me a warp shard, and who are we fighting? Oh,
Whoa!
Ifrit. Cool.
Guy with many arms that look like lion claws.
I'm just gonna be down here. I mean, you do double damage to him, so... Ow.
How do I do double damage?
If you notice you're doing 14 damage, it means he's weak to the wind element.
Oh. Just odd being fire, but...
Oh, screw it. Oh, right, I can just duck that. Oh, that's okay.
He is.
Ow.
Abs.
He does have abs. He doesn't have much else other than abs, but he's got abs. There we go. Wow, that was easier.
Huh.
That was kind of fun, though.
Achievement unlocked for it.
Gets me the Forbidden Tome.
Conjure scimitars. What? Familiar Kobo.
Oh, Kobo.
Kobo! Strange tiny robot that seems lost. Attacks with a cannon on its arm. Want to see Kobo?
Yeah, I'd see Kobo.
Do your Kobo voice.
I don't remember it at all.
That was her usual robot voice, and he was petulant. Was this made by the same people?
No. But they did crossover stuff. Because friends. Okay, so orbs, was that a... Yeah, Forbidden Tome. Alright.
So what's Kobo's special power?
1 second. We're not...
Does he call on the...
He has an arm cannon.
Oh.
Yeah, we can switch in the middle of battle. Give me a second. We gotta go back one more time. It's a little bit late for the Forbidden Tome, probably, but that's okay. So we have a necklace, we need a ring, and we need 2 essence crystals. Or I might have bought one too.
Yeah, Kobo's from Aegis Defenders.
Yeah, Aegis Defenders, but yeah, they had crossover DLC, which we actually got to play. Though the Timespinner one was awful. Well, not awful. It was so hard I couldn't do it, and gave up.
Oh yeah, we couldn't get through the platforming section.
Yep. Okay, Jin Inferno. Enormous ball of magma to destroy foes. Sun Ring. Health replenishes over time. Woo! And then we also have 2 of these. I'd like to try upgrading some of these other ones. However, I'm a talentless hack and I'm going to continue to throw,
everything into plasma.
Yeah. Let's see. So we might as well switch out these with the Forbidden Tome. The only not orb in our lineup. Okay, and we want Jin Inferno, and we might as well grab the Sun Ring. Okay, these things might be incredible. Okay, gonna use those for a bit.
2 tomes floating around you rather than orbs.
Let's see if I can remember. How did we do the quest where we had to find the evidence of war crimes?
We had to go back to the lab.
Convince
It's to convince.
Yeah, it's to convince what's her face to believe the bearded guy. It's in the like later parts of the labs. What you're looking for is it's actually, we found it kind of by luck. It's in a filing cabinet sitting around in the lab area. You have to go up to it and press up, which we didn't do. Okay, so anyway, we are going here. To the ancient pyramid. I'm gonna go try and fight this thing with scimitars. Okay. Yeah, they do a decent amount of damage.
Kobo's only doing 3 damage, though.
Well,
so.
it's because he's under-leveled. The familiars, I
wish that they all kept the same level.
Yeah, I wish the familiars had actually, scaled entirely, with the player's level.
Yeah, because the sprite's level 13.
Wait, I want to stop for a second. So, the Sun Ring heals us just 3 HP every, like, 5 seconds? That's not bad. Probably not going to use it, but if I wanted to sit around and heal, that'd be nice. A little late, though.
Well, is this it?
Yep.
You can't hide forever, Sandman.
You delude yourself into thinking I have to. You've made me powerful, Lunais. My mark spreads across reality. I am a god.
So I hear. Fixing everything in my wake. Is that it? But then you just, what? Gave up? Threw it all away? Sounds like you weren't good enough at your job.
How dare you? I am a god. I am one of the Ascended.
Sure, here I am. And I want my universe back. So I guess this is Decide. Deicide. Oh, sorry.
Sandman. Uh-oh.
So this is Patricide, this is Deicide? Really? She's...
Oh, that still hurts. Okay, screw it.
As I said before, she seems very... Is the proper word nonchalant about potentially ruining the universe?
Ah, these are actually pretty good. Probably should switch back to this one just so I can hit him. There we go. A lot easier to hit him with the homing shots. Ow. That was a quick hit.
Like, I'm still of the opinion that no one should have the power to travel through time,
Probably
ever.
not, no. I have no idea what that just did. Oops. Yeah, time travel does not seem like any human being should have access to that. Is he dead? Did we just kill him?
Yeah, that looks like it. A team of lock Sandman.
Wow. Nope.
Whoa. This almost looks like a boss battle that you would have in,
Whoa.
Super Smash Brothers.
Wait, he's just like a weird mole rat creature.
Oh, so when you fall down one side, you appear on the other?
Yep. It's a very odd boss fight.
It really does, though. If it was just a floating hand, it would remind me of Super Smash Brothers.
Wait, can I just...
The whole fighting at
am
the
I
edge of
hitting
the
him
universe.
like this? No, I have to jump to hit him. Wow. Okay. Well, we've got like infinite healing items, so it's not that big of a deal. Plus, you do bonus damage to him? Which is kind of crazy helpful.
That or the character's just,
Oh, it's because
level
you're a
up
dream
fast
beast. The reason why you do bonus damage here is, this is your realm.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Okay. So, yep, there that goes. Round 3?
Nightmare? What?
You are powerful, Lunais. The universe cannot exist without someone to protect time. And the Sandman is gone.
Am I?
Ascending.
What am I?
Lunais is gone. You are the goddess of time. You are the eternal mother, who has appeared throughout the ages.
But the universe. The Sandman destroyed it.
Ironically, he did not have time. It's all still there, in his realm.
Time had to be restored. I restored it. The Eternal Mother restored it. The greatest sacrifice. I never existed, but in exchange, I could fix it all. The ultimate time messenger, I suppose. My truest calling. My friends, my family, would be okay.
I'm glad it's over, the war.
It's hard to know what changed. Everyone lost their appetite for it. Even Harstel.
At least you didn't lose all your actual appetites, or I'd be out of a job.
We can thank her for this peace, I suppose.
If you're the religious type. I'll thank her for something else, too. Looks like we got everything. You coming now?
Yeah, 1 minute. Huh? Okay, so this just changed up with the we can thank the Eternal Mother for this piece. Start building the site for the stranded Velicians. We can thank the Eternal Mother for this piece. Aristel, I understand you have volunteered to lead the effort in rooting out what demons remain? Yes, Your Highness. The goddess has inspired me to do what I can to help rebuild. Thank you. We will form a joint task force then, the first step towards reuniting our peoples. To all of you, I know this has been a rough few years. I never anticipated this War of the Sisters, as it's been called. Never wanted it, blah blah. Build a strong nation, a peaceful one. One day we'll reunite with our sister world. It's the same thing. Oh, but this is new. My love, we will make a better world. For you. Lachiem is a tranquil place. I made sure of that. Re-establishing contact with Valette was peaceful this time. Plasma was shared. They still explore the universe, delve into its secrets. Secrets I can see now, but for knowledge, understanding, not conquest. The Eternal Mother guides their way. I guide their way. The universe has the happiness I never could.
Mama, she has your eyes. Is she designed after you?
Ah, I see. No, my dear. This is the Eternal Mother. She watches over all of time. The myths say that once she taught us the gift of time as well. Some of us were heroes, but that time is long over. Maybe she designed me after herself. The Eternal Mother is the guardian of our people, just like I am to you and your siblings. And maybe one day one of you will be, or our clan, as a Kaelin messenger to the other cities of the world, and maybe beyond. What's a Kaelin messenger then?
Their tribe is the Kaelin.
But I thought they were the Windarians.
No, their planet is Windaria.
Okay, but their clan...
It's like we're Earthlings, but we're also Americans.
I see. But we have seen peace for many generations. Hopefully you will never be needed, and we can be a family together forever.
I'd like that.
Now, give thanks to the Eternal Mother, like I taught you.
Thank you for your protection and love, O Goddess.
Yeah.
Okay. So... I'm never a fan of the god endings. Where they do the whole... The hero is sacrificed, but then they become an immortal...
Ah, crap.
What?
I wonder if we can go back in time and wreck the Emperor.
Oh, do you have any other saves?
Nope. This game doesn't do that.
Oh. For
Dang it! Volturilis.
No.
No!
We wanted to see what happens with Volturilis.
No!
How do you get that back?
Well, I don't think we do. I think that's the one thing we don't get access to. That's stupid. You gotta beat the game again, boss. No!
No, we really... I think that was the ending you wanted to see the most,
Yeah,
too.
well, it would have been disappointing. We would have just warped in, said something snarky, and then...
Killed him, too.
Yeah,
Like we killed
let's be
everyone
honest
else.
here. New game plus cheats. Eh.
So, I suppose... What, final thoughts?
Oh.
Level cap of 1. The most horrifying nightmare mode ever.
What other achievements did I miss? Oops, that's not it. Oh, stupid. Nope. That's dumb. Okay. My cursor's...
I really wanted to see the Volturilis one too. You see, this is why you need multiple save files, guys.
Yeah. Oh, press Y to New Game Plus. That's cool. But yeah.
Wait, there were multiple save files.
There are multiple save files, but it auto-saves over the one
It
that you've
auto-saves over the one that
it's
you...
annoying. It's fine. And Nightmare mode is pretty hard if you thought normal was easy. What are you doing? Oh, okay, it's just that game. What achievements am I missing? I'm missing 8.
They're probably... Some of them have to deal
all
with...
possible trophies, Nightmare mode, all familiar companions.
So
Probably Nightmare mode 1, maybe. I did not get all the downloads. They're somewhere.
Collect all memories, letters, and downloads. Well, we didn't get downloads. We got letters and memories, though.
And defeat a boss without taking, stopping time or taking damage.
Obtain an orb without breaking the pedestal.
Yep,
So
well,
you can
that's
actually...
fine. I don't actually care about achievements that much. I have no idea how you do that one. Nor do I care that much. So this game was fun. It was... As far as Metroidvanias go, it was very enjoyable. I wouldn't put it on the same pedestal as Hollow Knight. Like, get Hollow Knight first. But if you're looking for a good one in the void after the fact, I liked the weapon variety, the ability variety, the customization that you could do. All those different abilities were awesome. This was everything that I wanted Chasm to be. Like, through and through. Because Chasm was slow, clunky, and like all the weapons kind of felt samey with the exception of like 1 or 2 things.
Now, one thing that I wanted to say is, do you think that time travel was utilized well?
No.
I think the only thing where it mattered was with those vines.
Yeah, it was not actually really used as a mechanic for like getting to and from places. And, like, they could have used it for a lot more puzzles. I was waiting for a power-up that would let me, like, switch between time,
Switch between times while you're in a room?
Yeah. And, like, I felt like even the time travel, like, the time stop in battles, I didn't need it. And I think I would have preferred it if it was a little bit more, like, integrated into the combat system and stuff. Because really all you'd use it to do is just avoid an enemy a hit.
And usually it's avoid big enemy attacks.
Big enemy hits. And, like, once I kind of realized that and started using that, it was awesome. But then I also realized, oh, but most of these bosses are fairly easy to begin with. I'm sure it'd be much more necessary for Nightmare mode, so I kind of understand that. But it felt more like a minor gimmick than a major element. Compared to, like, Braid, which is, like, centered around it-ish. I think it would have been hard for them to have a traditional Symphony of the Night Metroidvania with the inclusion of such a unique mechanic as time travel without it feeling incongruous or being a lot more work than I think they had the budget for. So, it could have been better. What I was really hoping is that we would actually have past, present, and
I wanted to see Valette.
Yeah, I wanted to see Valette. I felt like, there's all this stuff about the Valette.
There's all this stuff about
Valetians,
saving
the Emperor,
Valette, and then we never see it.
And then we never go there, and it was very strange. I wonder if hard mode will be too hard or just right. I'm pretty sure it would be just right, honestly. Here, let's go sit on the main menu at the very least. Sorry. I knocked this out so we could look at the achievements. But we might as well get into the game so we can at least listen to this stuff. Yeah, time stop is OP as hell. It was, yeah. But I wanted it to be, like, more integrated than just a, like, skip damage button. Oh, well. But yeah, I was really hoping that we'd actually have multiple different time streams and places and stuff. Like, I was really expecting that we'd spend time in Valette. Kind of bounce back and forth between. And the problem was it would make it tough for Metroidvania to have the world change that much. Though I guess they could have done it and just locked it over, but it would have just taken more work. But you do something in the past, and it opens a bunch of doors in the future.
Right.
And it didn't really feel like that.
It happened sometimes with, specifically Lachiem, like in the future, but the future Lachiem, but not much.
That one door opened because we did stuff in the past, but otherwise it was, you have the flippers, you have
Finding
the key cards, you have double jump and stuff. That was what opened the doors.
It was items rather than the actual environments, which were the things that really were, changed.
Yeah, and it's like, there are some really ambitious ideas in this one that I don't think they had enough time, funds, or Yeah, time and funds probably to bring through. Because I would have loved it if they had like 4 to 6 maps that, you know, you have to like do all sorts of things to open up new paths, and it was less about and I don't know, more like do this to affect the future and stuff, and like really have it interweave in an interesting way.
I also, you know how there is the say don't tell, or sorry, show don't tell?
Yeah.
I felt like so much of the world lore was found in records and not actually experienced. Because you didn't experience the War of the Sisters.
No.
You didn't experience the death of Philia, and...
Yeah, we never met Philia. We only barely met our father. I felt like he was a cartoonish villain.
We only very briefly met Aelana, and it was just to tell her you're wrong, beat her down, and convince her to change her ways.
And, like, it felt disappointing because...
The demons, they showed up 2 or 3 times, and all they did was...
Yeah, to taunt you, and it's like... You know, the demons never went away, and like even the succubi and incubus
I wanted
were
to
like,
see what the demons were doing to coerce Aelana and to help the people.
And somebody brings up Radiant Historia. I think we need to play Radiant Historia just so we can talk about it. Unfortunately, it's on the 3DS, so I don't think I'd have to talk about it after the fact or something.
Yeah.
Which kind of sucks. But it's like... Actually, no, it might be on the DS, so we could potentially play it at some point. I don't know if I'd want to do a series on it, though, because JRPGs are long, and I'm already doing like a billion of them.
So I suppose I wish I saw more of the story as it unfolded, as opposed to just...
Yeah, I don't mind logs. I think what would have sold me on the time travel mechanic is actually had it so that we would change time, and then we'd find a log that would tell us what changed.
Or it's like Groundhog Day where you re-experience a cutscene and something changed.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, this isn't supposed to happen. Or, yes, this is what I want.
Yeah. I think, again, tough to do, especially with a small budget, small team and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's true.
But, like, I loved it. Don't get me wrong on all of this. This was a fun experience. I really enjoyed this game. But it's one of those games that leaves me satisfied, but also wanting more, because the game that they didn't end up making that you can see inside this game is so grand. And so I'm still satisfied with what they have and what they did make, but I'm like, but it could have been this. And that's gonna drive me nutters whenever I think about this game, because I'm like, what if? What if the Emperor was actually just a concerned parent? What if he just wanted to see his daughter? Like, I would have loved that if we, like, get to the throne room and he still has her body and he's, like, literally just crying over her. He doesn't even fight back. And, like, maybe there's a conversation. Like, if they had actually used the time travel mechanic more so, like, she could go back, like, mere seconds in the past. So she does something and she realizes, like, oh, crap, I shouldn't have done that. So the first time you walk into that throne room, he's just... bent over, he's kneeling, and you're like, sneak attack, and you just zap him and he dies. And then you realize he was cradling Selene in his arms, just weeping, and he's been just racked with grief forever. And, you know, it turns out that everybody's just been on high alert because the Emperor has become non-functional and no one knows what to do, and the whole Empire is in chaos because all he was trying to do was grab his, you know, long-lost love and daughter, who he's never met before, and he wanted to see them. And so you roll back in time, and then you have the conversation. And maybe you fight, maybe you don't, because of irreconcilable differences. But I would have loved that more, you know, a little bit more of like a...
Yeah, it was interesting that she changed Aelana's mind, and that was a positive outcome. But so many of the methods that she used to get her way just involved murder.
Yeah.
Just kill this, kill that. I have to stop this, I have to stop that.
Well, I guess I'll load up I'll buy Radiant Historia tonight, and I'll...
Because by the end of it, I just didn't really like the main character, and I'm really sad about that.
No, she was not an interesting character. I think part of it is, I don't like talking about social justice and whatever, because I feel like any criticisms I have will get squashed with this. And this has nothing to do with the actual social justice aspect of it, but it felt like more of our time was spent, learning about these side characters and like how their relationships together were, who's dating whom and stuff like that. And very little time was actually spent developing Lunais herself in an interesting way. Like, Hollow Knight literally was like a hollow husk of a character wandering around because of programming from a dead king.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that was so compelling. Lunais is just a girl whose mother died.
I need to kill Nuvius. I need to kill Nuvius. I need to stop him. It was sort of...
And it felt like the...
endless, and she didn't stop to ponder the consequences of her actions.
No, she never did. And it all worked out for her.
She said, I had to do this. I have to do that.
I really wish it had actually been one of those where we had 5 bad endings throughout the course of the game.
Oh yeah, like if there were consequences here and there. The thing is, if something went wrong, she could always go, "Oh, I can go back. I can change it."
She makes me think of a murder hobo in D&D.
Yeah.
Like, she makes me think of Greg.
Well, the thing is too, I liked the little snippets of the dragon coming in and saying...
The dragon was creepy. I'm really disappointed we didn't have to fight the dragon. Like, we kill the Sandman and the dragon's like, alright, I'm seizing power, and then you have to duke it out with the dragon. Like, instead of the nightmare, if you defeat the Sandman, then the dragon, like, comes in and double crosses you, and then you have to beat up the dragon. I don't know.
It would sort of have been cool if, like, the dragon became the new god, and then she's going to, like...
And now this is what it means to know sacrifice, Lunais.
And just
wipes her away from the face of the universe.
This game needed some bad endings sprinkled throughout the game to really motivate me. And Lunais, because I think it would have been great if we had a bad ending where...
I just don't like time travel, and I don't believe anyone should have time spinner powers, and I really don't like the they become a god endings.
But yeah, I don't know. It was still... Again, enjoyable. I loved exploring the world. The movement tech was amazing. The double jump felt really good. The super jump felt great. Shame they gave it to us so late. But I kind of understand why they did it. And the sprint was real nice. Because it was just hold R1 and you go fast in a direction. Which, I don't know if you noticed it, but I was actually using that in boss fights to avoid hits and stuff. The one thing I would say, and I know this is entirely my fault for being me, I liked the orb leveling system, but I wish they'd only had 4 orb types tops.
Yeah,
then split them up into subcategories. So we found the shadow orb later on in the game. But at that point, it was so underleveled, I was just like, eh. And I was so set with the plasma orb and whatnot.
I think it would have been better if you had only 4 or 5 different orb elements.
Yeah.
And then you had 3 or 4 different varieties, like long shot, close
melee,
range, scatter, and do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it would almost be neat if you could have actually like slotted into orbs. So like originally you have 4 orbs, but then you get sub orbs that modify their effects or something like that.
Alright, so I was saying, like, let's go save the ice orb. You can do ice long range shot, which is just a spike. You can have ice shield, or like, close range spikes, like or like a explosion. You could have ice,
because a lot of them, unfortunately for me, a lot of the orbs felt like throw a ball and it would go in a short arc. The blood orb, the blue orb, the fire orb, the nether orb, I think there's one more, I guess to a lesser degree the eye, but like a lot of them were these like really short range, just chuck the orb out and it comes back to you with a slightly different effect. And then there was the hammer and the sword, which did effectively the same thing, both regular and super. The standouts were I guess the fist also goes along with the throw the orb out and it comes back even though it's fist shape. The standout really was the plasma orb for me because it was such a unique thing and also extremely overpowered because it was really long range and the game's not built for that.
Yeah, because like variety is always nice, but at the same time it'd be better to focus on fewer mechanics and assets and really put more effort into them, into developing them, than to spread yourself so thin across so many things that begin to start acting and looking similar.
They were similar. They were still fun to use, but they were similar. I don't know. Anyway, so despite the gripes, a lot of them just have to do with potential, I think, for me. Because, like, if I want somebody to take this concept and run with it even further. Because this is very close to an ideal game I've talked about a lot. In Omen Sphere. You know, a game where you're on like a Groundhog's Day, where you are trying to change time and reach the perfect ending. But it's a lot more of a struggle. Because you're, like, really trying to change things, you make mistakes left and right, and you actually get punished for it. I don't know. I can talk about it at some point, but now is not the time.
Yeah, for a game about time travel and potential consequences, there wasn't really that much consequence for the main character.
None.
So...
Yeah, I was talking about sacrifice a lot, but really it's just like, I'm all alone and a god.
Yeah, so... I don't know. I just think that the protagonist can sometimes make or break a game. I didn't really feel it with this particular one.
No.
But...
we needed a villain, too.
A good villain.
I didn't like Iconoclast that much, but I loved Black. She was an amazing villain. She was tortured, she had an awful life, everything went horribly for her, and that game ended as soon as Black died for me. Because it was an interesting character that I really cared about.
I had really hoped that during the course of all of Lunais' efforts to change the future, she ended up creating a good dad.
Yeah.
And then having to
reconsider
her desire to murder him.
Yeah. Or she murdered him anyway and realized she's the bad person. But maybe Sandman intervenes and that's the one thing she can never change. Or who knows? I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. This is a fun game. I'm glad we played this. It's ridiculous that we binged the entire rest of it in the night it came out, but well, we did it, and my hand is less achy than when I started. It's a little bit more achy just because I've been pressing buttons and stuff, but it was...
Yeah.
I was afraid.
Please, in future games, make it so that if there's a small side character that pretty much only has one attack at their disposal and it has to be a melee ranged attack.
You can just hold the button down.
Please let me hold the button down to just make it jab, 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 jab,
yeah,
because
you were mashing that poor button forever. I mean, so was I, but mine at least had... Mine was interesting. Oh well.
You had more variety, you had maneuverability.
Alright. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you guys next time.